Hey YouTubers, I'm back. I've been out of state for quite a while, so I thought I'd get back to making some videos. Sorry about that, but it was things I couldn't control. I about finished that Coop since I've been home. Figured I'd show you what the finished product looked like. It come out okay, nothing great. But if you watch the last video, you've seen it when it was in its bare bones. Let's take a look around and see what I did since the last time. Well, it's got plywood on it, obviously, and a metal roof. Got a little fancy with the roof. The metal I had wasn't good enough, so I went and bought a couple slugs. I just got done putting it in place. I had to get that jack to level it and use a regular car jack to level it. She's heavy. Alright, I also put some shingles on the egg box roof here, put a divider in it. I'll show you inside here in a minute. Let me show you this while we're here. Hammer and tools, that's all I got. Tools and hammering. This didn't come out too bad. I can get into the eggs. I got a divider in there. I put a latch on it. I'm going to lock it up. The only thing I got left to do is I'm going to put, like I had said in the other video, because of the critters, I'm going to wire it. The whole thing. I'm going to put a hardware cloth around the whole thing, then let them try to get in. Here's a clean out door. Let me show you inside. I hope you can see this okay. I put a little roost in there. I put a vent on that side over there. If so, in the next spring, if I need another one, I'll cut one in the other side. I put some hardware cloth over it, so I'm going to have hardware cloth in and out. Now my little door system I rigged up there, this is usually what I do when I'm making coops. I don't know if you can see it, but I just ran up two 2x4s straight up. I took the door off the old coop and restrung it. If you can see them, let me zoom in here, see a little bit. You see them, that's paracord. Goes up through an eye hook, over to another eye hook, and then out. Now them two 2x4s don't look plumb, and they're not for a reason. The reason being is if you keep them plumb, the door will jam up in that track, so I spread them just a little bit at the top. Now that track, boy, it works good. I've used it a lot of times. It's just a white track for hanging that plastic soffit up. That's all it is. Nailed on one on each side of them 2x2s. And I got the boxes over here. And that's it for inside. That door system works really well. Now I'll come around here, you can see where I put the vent. Like I say, I'm gonna put wire over this side too, all the way up to here. I got an eye hook out here. I don't know if you can see in there, but you can hear the door closing. If I pull on this rope, the door opens. See it? This way I ain't got to mess around with them in the morning. I just come out and pull the rope up. Bang, down it goes. You can see in the front. Let me see if I can get around here. She's closed tight. That ain't going nowhere. Now what I'm going to do here, I decided not to put it right up against the fence. I'm going to make a little walkway to get into the fence. I got a patch that part where the hole is now and move it over because the house ain't in the same spot as the old tunnelway I had in there. Now under this metal roof I put a layer of tar paper and I stapled it all the way around, stapled it down over top of the plywood, and then I just put my metal up there. And that was it. Once again, this is all going to be wired. I don't want no critters sitting on top of this run and just a chewing. That's the other reason I kept it back a little bit. But if you're thinking about building one of these, try this door system. Boy, it works good. And you ain't got to monkey with it. You just come out in the morning. If you can see over here, I got a feeder sticking up in the corner, which I can use from the other side. And that holds, it goes down to another piece down inside the pen. And I only got to fill that, well, with 4 or 5 chickens, they won't eat all that much. Maybe once a week I got to fill it. Then inside, for the winter, I'm going to put a heat lamp on a timer. I usually light them up in the winter so I can get eggs all day. All year. And that's about it. There isn't much else to tell about it. Boy, I had a heck of a time getting this thing in place. When you're by yourself, it's hard. You know, you gotta find braces and all kinds of stuff. But she's fairly level. I think grand total I got, I might have 200 bucks in it. The roof is what cost me. I ran over to Lowe's there and picked up them 2 pieces of red. I think they were about 25. They rip you on all this stuff. They were about 25 bucks a piece. But what are you gonna do? If you got any questions or anything, or you're gonna build one, let me know. I'll help you if I can. Once again, no blueprints, just start hammering. If I can do it, I know you can do it. And 4 or 5 chickens, that's enough for 2 of us. The next video I make, we're going to go over to the pig pen. I got some work to do in there, and I'll show you that and how I constructed it. There's no pigs in there now. We usually get them in March. And we butcher off by July or August. Fill the freezer. And deer season is coming. We'll fill the freezer again, I hope. So this should be it. I'll swing back here one day when I got chickens in it. Boy, I'm having a hard time finding chickens. I don't want no little chicks. I've had my experiences with them. I can't do that through the winter, so I'm looking for some little bit older chicken. Usually I get Rhode Island Reds. That's the ones that we like. And that's it. I hope you learned something, because I sure have. Oh, one more thing I wanted to tell you. When you're putting these doors on here like this, hold back from the edge of the door before you brace it. This way you ain't got no problems when you go to shut the door. Boom, it shuts. And locks. Okay, this is homesteading in PA. Over and out, down scope.